Fist! Dab! What's up, motherfuckers?
페이커님을 게임할 땐 무섭다고 느낀 적이 없는 것 같아요.
Oh, that is going to be that first blood coming in! We couldn't even let the SKT fans cheer because they lost Mata in the first minute of the game. He's in trouble, no teleport available, we'll have a turret here. Clid waiting around, ultimate's going to be traded here. That's going to be the solo kill for Sword. It's traded back, but they get everything for that one. SKT looking for their second one. Teleport's going to come in from Griffin. They do not want to give this one away. It's Chovy. He's going to join the fight. Half the health bar now on the Dragon is Lahens. Just happy to walk on over, gets Khan out of the fight as Redemption does come down. It's going to be a 50-50 as Tarzan is in this pin as Sword goes into his first Sonias. The steal comes in. Griffin have locked down the Dragon, and Faker in the back of the pin is trying to kill Sword, but he's so frustrating finally. Teddy locks him down, and now Tarzan. Stopwatch ain't going to be enough, and Chovy is now waiting in the gates, but SKT don't care. They get themselves into the correct position. Pick themselves up a double for their man in the mid lane, and SKT may have turned it.
Griffin get the steal, but SKT's able to make it front to back. This is the time they were looking for.
Yeah, this
and
is another realm warp.
Kill.
It's Faker's one this time. His True Shot Barrage is even going to help try and take Chovy down. Remember, there's no turrets up here, guys, so this might be the great escape, but Khan has a lot of movement speed. Chovy's just so scary, they don't even want to fight it.
Wow. They're actually going to let him go.
You can't suddenly Weaver's Wall in and do a
Another
Pantheon ult. They'll just run.
Faker jumps on over, but it does get interrupted. Faker gets his passive shield. It's down very low. Now finally goes into the stopwatches of the Weaver's Wall. Actually blocks Chovy. He has to flash to get over the top. Mata goes golden. And is Faker falling down? Mata the next one to follow, and SKT can't re-enter this fight.
He gets a chance kill, but he's nothing else. He can tank Baron a little bit better, but it just plays into the fact that 5v5 is all SKTs, but they're not there.
Yep, well, Clid is going to try and come in for the 50-50. Can he actually get the steal? Realm Warp once again going to try and put Faker in the pit, but no, it's just for the vision. He gets on over, but he's unable to get the steal. Ultimate flies forward from Clid. He flashes to get himself out, but not even Sword is going to die as Teddy very aggressively dives into the Baron pit. But Griffin, once again, it's the grab and go.
And SKTelecom, they're trying to stop the backs, but they're not going to be able to. And
here we go.
Yep, staying over the side of the wall. Mata does break it, though, and there's the knockup. Mata finds it this time. Lahens down to the GA teleport from Griffin as Chovy's finally found the back line. But you can see it's Griffin trying to hold this one up. Khan goes golden, gets the ultimate off, and SKT, they found the team fight they wanted, and they should be able to find the Baron a minute before the Elder.
They punch the Magician in the face and say, we're fighting now, and the Boxer is going to be the one that profits. The minion wave, though, is being proxied. The game will not end here, but that is the sort of fight Griffin can't afford to let happen.
And Griffin now, I mean, they're going to have to do the smoke and mirrors to come back into the game. SKT, they're going to pick up the Baron. This is going to convert into Elder. How does Griffin come back now at this point?
It was so sneaky. It was such a ninja maneuver. For the last 20 minutes of this game, Griffin has been avoiding SKT.
Realm Warp into the Elder pit. They've been able to defend this one. They know that Griffin is in their base.
They've got a guard horse here as well, Papa. Teleport going to come in as Lahens gets into position. Chovy inside the pit. The ultimate comes down from Lahens' Viper. Has to go golden. This steal as the Pantheon man drops his way into a 4-stack Elder Drake. SKT is still going to be able to grab the kills. Teddy finds even more. It was a heroic steal, but I just don't think it's heroic enough because SKT have routed Griffin, and there's only a Chovy that remains.
Chovy's going to try to buy time. He can't do it. What did you get? Elder Dragon. What did it cost? Everything. SKTelecom T1. I think just end it right now.
Exactly. Chovy is going to have to try and go back and do something very impressive, but the stop of the back, and SKT have taken game number 1. This is incredible. Griffin tried to run them around for so incredibly long. It didn't matter. In the end, SKT team fought and they won.
This time it's an aggressive invading level 1 from Griffin. To be fair, though, they have Olaf Braum. Could you be a better level 1 dealer?
Probably not. And the thing for Griffin with the scaling team composition, it feels like a lot of the eggs are going to be in the Viper basket late game. but they're going to have a lot of difficulty stabilizing, I feel, in the early into mid transition against the Lucian.
Well,
and
SKT
the
actually
Azir.
aggressively moving into the jungle. That's going to be a double taunt landing. There from Mata. Tarzan very, very low. Will go down for first one. It goes over to Khan. Mata uses his whole health bar, and it's absolutely fine. 2 kills for SKT.
Griffin needs to get going in the early mid-game and might have some scaling issues. Azir, a scaling god in and of himself. Azir's now got a lane against a no-flash Lissandra, as we know. And speaking of Lissandra,
yeah, Faker's going to come on over. He's only level 4, but he's still got enough damage. Clit's going to help out.
The Ezreal's going to be all by himself.
Well, that's a single-man taunt, but he gets stunned up. Mata has to flash to get out of the way. Justice Punch to go back in. Mata knows that he is finished, and Viper picks up the first kill for Griffin. Well, Shelly Rivers, speaking of names, is going to be started up here by SKT. Tarzan taking some damage as he's trying to get them off it, but it looks like SKT should be able to have a monopoly of this area. Chovy moving on over, wants to take down
Tarzan.
Faker. It's stolen somehow as Teddy is trying to find the teleport. Jackson! Just before Viper makes his way into the fight, but can Griffin still manage to get the work done? The answer is just a straight up no. The ultimate comes through from Chovy to get one on the back end, but you can see Faker still trying to do damage. Mata is in here with 200 health. He does have a lot of damage available there at this particular level, but Faker should be able to finish this one off. One more auto. Can he get on top of Chovy? Gets it with the final Q.
Cole, no cuddling this time.
Oh,
this
no.
is a cuddle of death. Viper thinks he's free to go for a team fight advantage because he can teleport into a team fight, the enemy's not in. Viper sees and knows that Teddy can't cancel it, but it's too long, Viper. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Already tells you everything you need to know about how mid lane has gone.
Well,
Chovy tries the ult.
He's going to get in there. Clit's going to get locked down, but the heroic entrance comes in. The bouncy castle is erected, and Faker locks down the kill on his opposite number. Make that a double as the Olaf falls, and the Cloud Drake will be taken.
Griffin really look like they're falling apart here as the mid-game transition has commenced. They're going to go for this roam one more time, but the minion wave just evaporates.
This is about as all in as he can get as Chovy gets over to the side. The flash does come in from Khan, stays out of vision, but it doesn't matter when it's Alessandro. Heroic entrance comes forward. Khan still alive for so long. Gunblade comes in, and he's in turret range. Khan, the god!
Khan's able to clean it up. Mata in position as well. It's all too obvious. That's how he knew to kite back, and kite back to a benefit, as Sword is pretty overextended, but can ult away.
Yeah, Onslaught of Shadows is going to help him here. Clit's still chasing after the horse. The teleport comes in. No CC necessary because the best CC is death.
Teddy heard what you said about the cuddling, took exception, and is now just trying to kill everyone. Where they stand. Griffin, though, they're trying to outnumber on Faker.
Yeah, should be able to get a knock up here. Okay. Jumps through the wall with the Onslaught of Shadows, but heroic entrance comes down. They don't have enough damage as Faker, he's even still alive, stands amongst 3, straight up doesn't care. Shifting Sands gets him the shield. He even takes down the horse himself. SKT, they grab a couple of kills.
I don't think Griffin can fight for 2 objectives, and I think you're getting
No,
whichever
I don't
one
think
you
so
really
either.
want. So go for bonus. Here
Well,
we go.
there's the flash. Big taunt coming out from Mata to start this one off. Lahans throws the ultimate back towards Teddy, but it doesn't interrupt the culling. It's not the cuddling anymore. Chovy trying to stand the back line, but he just does no damage. Sword is too late to the fight, and as he jumps in, he just gets taunted. Faker sweeps the floor, and Griffin members die. The Ragnarok's not going to be enough. Viper can't run fast enough. And Griffin, I think you're done this time around. Khan's found Tarzan, and he's just playing with his food.
Cleans him up. That's another kill to SKT. Another wipe. They're pushing through mid lane. They want to go home early.
Yeah, exactly. We've got 4 minions here. SKT, they can tank up turrets if they want to. Maybe not Mata, as Viper still does some damage. But look at these turrets melt. The
This is
Nexus
it.
will follow, and SKTelecom will move to match point in the final of LCK Spring 2019. Well, it might be Clit who comes in first. Exactly right. Gets the flash knockoff, and Viper should be going down. Lahans just has to watch as the Talia bites the dust. I feel like that should have never happened. We were too busy talking about MMOs and things like that. As Tarzan and Clit are once again going to find one another. That is great reaction time there from Tarzan, who wants to get the cocoon off. Lands it, but that's on a minion. It's not what you want, and that's the second kill for SKT. The flash from Lahans. Once the kill under Clit. He does so much damn damage, but just not enough. 100 health gets Clit out of there. Right, World Ender does come out on the top side of the map as Khan hasn't used his yet. They're trying to fight this one out. Sword should be able to get there. Wind Slash comes in, but it's not late enough. Look at that health bar. Gets himself the shield. Not enough. Sword gets the 1v1 solo kill. Whoa, okay, Clid. He's going to turn up. Chovy gets in here, wants to find an ultimate position. Throws it out, doesn't land it onto Clid, but there's the Dark. We've got the man drop. Lahens doesn't land the damage, but Clid has nowhere to go, and Faker can't affect anything now. This might be the Griffin turnaround.
Second item completions means you can't play the lanes the same way.
Well, that's going to be the knock-up. That's going to be the stun. There's so much CC, but the seismic shove isn't enough. Aftershock is there for Faker, remember, and they turn it completely on its head. Sword is doing a lot of damage. Clid has to flash to get out. World Ender probably not going to be enough here to save Sword's life. Gets the flash. Umbral Dash gets him out of there. Flash forward from Faker, though. Avoids and destroys as SKT turn it around.
Classic Faker eyes, they make the turn, they read Griffin, and this might be the straw that finally breaks the backs of Griffin.
Yeah, well, Tarzan getting it turned around on him as well. The stopwatch is there. They've got such low health bars. Great flash from Tarzan. He was mashing hard enough as SKT, they get out of there with their own warp, and they get themselves into the Dragon Pit.
Teddy's thinking to himself, haha, great job, guys. It's just idly sitting up there, chipping away at the turret.
He's got
thinking about
Jin Air days. I've got a global ultimate, guys. It's
How
okay.
far he's
Just
come.
make sure you fight them in a specific area. Because Lahens turns up and says, "This is my area." Immediate cleanse, but the ignite comes in afterwards. Aftershock Brock solo kill for the Pantheon. Is this my solo queue? What's happening?
SKTelecom can recognize, hey, we're not going to lose the game over 100 gold. We don't have to fight if we don't want to.
Well, Khan, he's going to start a fight here, but just immediately gets evaporated. Clint now tries to get out, blocks himself in with the Cataclysm, and it's Teddy here with the damage. The Silas is going to fall. The Black Sword from Lahens gets a double on this Pantheon. Teddy turns it, gets himself the stun. Knockup comes in, and that's another one. Viper finally getting in amongst this fight. There's another one going in the mid lane, though, and Sword gets rid of Faker. Viper now trying to get out as Teddy is turning it now. It's his turn to carry. Gets another one. Sword, can he get the 1v1? And I think the answer is no. That is 4 for 4.
Shortly thereafter.
It's looking over the both sides of this fight. It's really important that Sword's ult negated how strong Faker was as a frontliner that just turns around damage and kills you with Aftershock proc. It's important that Sword got this solo kill. Remember, as the gold number goes up, the advantage for SKT grows. A 50,000 gold lead, huge advantage SKT, given their scaling. We're at 40. If we're at 50 with any SKT gold lead, it's massive for them.
Well, Tarzan's going to try and make this a 50-50. Sword diving on forward. There's the man drop. Weaver's wall. All of the buttons have been pressed. Sword going down to the world end, and the AoE's finally getting in there. Lahens not doing enough damage, and Khan says the last fight was an illusion. This is a double kill. Make it a triple as Chovy tries to get out and just finds the backhand of an Ezreal.
And maybe 2018's an illusion because SKTelecom T1, they're on a rampage to close out this series and go to MSI.
And they're swimming right up the river to this Baron.
Game 1 was a lot of fun. It was a really good performance from both sides.
Yeah, that was a good series.
But now, the next two, forgettable.
Well, Griffin is still going to try and find it here. Mandrop comes down. Repel is up. Lahens finds the flash, jumps onto Teddy, but Teddy's out of there. Can he create enough distance as Chovy has locked down Mana, but is it actually going to be enough?
Wow.
Khan gets in, has himself the triple knock-up, dives forward. It's going to be Teddy that grabs that first kill for SKT, and now Khan is just sweeping this one under the rug. It's all too much. Faker finally gets himself one of these in these team fights, and Viper has nowhere he can be on the map.
It felt like I was looking at Ghosts of Christmas Past and what this game could have been.
Yeah.
They outnumbered, it was the perfect play, but there's just too much gold on SKT.
That's called smacking him with your wallet, Papa Smithy. As True Shot Barrage not going to work. The Vipers still for a long time. See your death and see your defeat in the LCK final for Spring 2019. Spring often does this to us, gentlemen. We often get the quick ones in the early stages of the year, but this is one that I don't think anyone expected. SKT 3-0 over Griffin after their incredible first round robin.